Okay, so this is all about eating disorders because personally I think that you guys don't really know what, like, eating disorders are or really understand them at all. So I guess we're gonna start off with misconceptions, like things that you guys don't like, that you guys make mistakes on, I suppose. The first one is weight. And that's because most people expect people with eating disorders to be tiny or look like, well, starving pretty much, because that's what, some eating disorders like lead to. But you don't actually have to be starving to have an eating disorder. Yeah, like, you can have an eating disorder and not be skinny at all. So I thought you guys should know that. It's more about like how you view food and eating and yourself than your actual weight. Another one is that, like, you can't be anorexic if you do eat sometimes. And this is because even if you do eat sometimes, it doesn't mean you're getting enough nutrition. And that's like what anorexic people don't do. They don't get enough nutrition. Another one is that even if just because you eat junk food means you don't have an eating disorder, that's totally wrong, because if you know about bulimic people, they eat it and they purge it so they can eat all the junk food they want. Not saying they should eat junk food. Not saying anybody should have an eating disorder, actually, but yeah. And that you can't be anorexic if you eat junk food because your body would still be malnutritioned even if you eat junk food. Those are a couple for now. Hold on. I have to think of some because I forget stuff. Another one is that only people of, like, well, white people, I guess you could say, or like all American people who are middle class have eating disorders, and that is so untrue because people of every race and any age can have an eating disorder. Just because someone eats normally around you doesn't mean they don't have an eating disorder. Some people with eating disorders make up for it by, doing whatever they do regularly while they're on their own, or make up for the lost time they have when they were on their own. Another common, like, misconception thing is that just because you don't use any laxatives or anything, you're not bulimic. You don't necessarily have to use laxatives if you're bulimic. And another one is just because you take vitamins doesn't mean you don't have an eating disorder. Just because you take, like, vitamin pills or whatever doesn't mean your body is getting enough vitamins. So you should know that. Okay, so this is the first in, like, a series of, I guess, eating disorder educational videos, if you want to call them that. Yeah, well, comment, I guess. And please don't leave rude comments. This is only to educate people so that they won't be so negative about eating disorders, because obviously it's a disorder and it may start out as a choice, but it doesn't have to be. That might have not made sense. Okay.